Hi, you guys. How's it going? Welcome back to Stella's Knife Obsession. Today I'm going to do the Oni XL. Ta da! This has been a great little knife. I love it actually. Um, it's pretty simple. This isn't going to be a very long review because this thing is just so good. I really don't have much bad to say about it. I don't have anything bad to say about it actually. I did want to kind of do like a little bit of a comparison, but first I wanted to point out the fact that this is one of the best tantos I've ever seen on a knife. I think it's super aggressive and super cool. I mean, it's just freaking cool, man. This blade is amazing altogether. And this little choil, this bit of gap right there, it's the plunge grind is extremely good on this knife. And you can choke up a little bit because you can use the back of this right here. And this just naturally holds the thumb, and it has jimping. So, I mean, of course it has to because of that front top flipper. You can get such a great hold on that every single time. Your finger will not slip off of that at all. There's not even, like, it's not even possible. So, the only thing I would say, I guess, about this, I mean, if I have to point something out about it, is that this thick spot right here, it's just really thick right there and skinny right here. So it kind of, in some cases, will force your hand into an awkward position, but you can get a really good purchase like this. If you're doing push cuts and you grab up on the thick part, I think that's a really comfortable position for your hand. Now, this right here, it doesn't really feel right to me, but I could see it working for some case, in some cases, like just breaking down boxes or whatever the case is. But this thing is incredibly easy to middle finger flick. It's easy for the thumb. I mean, the top flipper. It's easy to disengage the lock. There's a lot of aggressive jimping, but it's not. It doesn't eat up your fingers. It's pretty cool. It came completely centered. The I love the fact that they put the plate over this, and I have to say that this thing is so well done. Just this plate, you can barely feel the transition to the G10. And the same for the pivot. I love the way they do their pivot. It's just so nice. But yeah, you can flip this little guy over for lefties. Look at that. You can barely tell there's even a plate there. It's so cool. A little bit of a backspacer. There's absolutely no way to touch the blade back here, which is great. I feel like they were very thoughtful in this design. So I think that the Oni, the Jin, and the Anzu, this little guy here, they all have what seems to be a pretty, really close design. I just think they look almost exact, like identical. This has the top type of flipper there too, and it's very easy to deploy. It has the same plate for reverse carry. It has the same nested liner with the aggressive jimping on the lock bar. You can middle finger flick it very easily. The only difference is this is more of a sheep's foot type of blade. It even has this choil right here, so. And the plunge grind is amazing on this one as well. But yeah, I love the way they did the pivot there. But it's pretty much the same knife. I mean, just different sizes. And I have a tanto and a sheep's foot, so. Uh, Either way, I love the design, so it doesn't bother me that there's two of the. I have two knives that are basically the same thing. The lanyard hole is incorporated just a little differently on this. I kind of like this one a little bit better, just because it gives you just a little bit more, I don't know, I guess it just feels better, more substantial in your hand. Now this one is incorporated in the G10, and I kind of love that. I like it when they can incorporate it that way instead of always adding on a piece. However, I do like the way they added it on this one. But yeah, these two guys are very similar. The pivots are amazing. I haven't taken these two apart yet, but I will be doing a disassembly video because I've been inside of the Banshee, but I have not been inside of this. And this, I have heard that it's when you shake it, you can hear a little something, but I don't hear it now. But I think what that rattle might be is the internal stop pin. I think that it's not fixed, and so it moves, and it doesn't bother me really. I just think that maybe they should make it stable so that it doesn't move around and it doesn't make the sound as if it were rattling. But it's nothing to be afraid of. It's just a small design flaw. It doesn't bother me at all though. But I will be showing that off when I do the disassembly video on this guy. Yeah, I definitely recommend, if you guys can get your hands on these, they are so fun. These are some of the most fun knives that I've gotten this year so far. I know it's only February, but I ordered these last year in November, so that was when the pre-order started. So yeah, these are a lot of fun. I think that anybody that likes knives will have fun with the fidget factor alone, just with these guys. They're so fun to play with. This one doesn't rattle at all, but yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think below. I like them. This I can't get over this amazing Tonto though. That's so cool. Great knives. I really do not regret getting these at all. I will be doing the other two titanium versions that I have together, because these two are so very similar that I figured I'd just toss them in on one video so I can get them both done at the same time. It's kind of hard not to see the similarities between the two, but again, it doesn't bother me at all. I think it's awesome. I think they're both awesome. One more thing I wanted to point out is the thickness of this. It's so skinny. It's very, very thin. And I like that. It helps the carry. I mean, because it's so thin, it rides okay in the pocket. I mean, it's a little bit of a, pocket hog, but I don't think that somebody buys this not knowing that this is probably going to take up quite a bit of the real estate that is available in your pocket. So, but I mean, we have tons more pockets to work with, right? So, and also along with that aggressive Tonto is an aggressive stone washing. Look at it. That is a beautiful stone wash. It's so heavy. I love it. Everything about this is just very aggressive. If you're trying to scare someone with a knife, this is a really good knife to do it with. But I use my knives as tools, not to scare people. Yeah. So I wanted to see if I could hear that. But this one has more of a light stone washing. They both came with a 14C28N, which is across the board what they're doing, unless you choose the S35VN in titanium. All of mine came with 14C28N though. Yeah. And I'm perfectly happy with it. I mean, again, I will talk about their pocket clips are fantastic. They're very plain and semi-generic, just stamped steel, but they are just the best pocket clips you could ask for because they ride so well in the pocket, and it hides the entire knife. I mean, this is almost beyond, it's beyond deep carry. So yeah, that one's pretty well centered as well. So yeah, but anyway, I definitely recommend these guys to anyone. um they're both awesome knives. It's been fun cutting up cardboard with them, especially this one right here. This one came extremely sharp. I love it. But anyway, let me know in the comments section what you think about these, and if you have any questions, I will get back to you as soon as possible with answers if that's what you need. Anyway, I hope you made it to the end. See you soon.